Good morning, Amaraja. Good morning, Amarajians. Hope you're all safe and healthy. I am Gayatri, here to host our 35th Foundation Day event for all of us. I am also one amongst you, your colleague from Amaraja family, based at our head office, location at Karakambadi, Tirupati. On behalf of the Amaraja group, I would like to heartily welcome you all to the 35th Foundation Day. The first time ever in our history that we are celebrating this significant event in a virtual manner. 2020 has been a life-changing year, and it has pushed every one of us to find better ways. As we get used to this new way of life, comes this new way of celebration. Despite months of uncertainty, there is a reason for all of us to put a smile on our faces and rejoice with new energy and positivity. It promises to be a great morning filled to the brim with celebration and inspiration. Today, on this 35th Foundation Day, let's reiterate our core purpose, vision, and the values, the Amaraja way. Let's congratulate ourselves for our performance and accomplishments. Let's remember our journey from a humble beginning to expanding to a large family, touching millions of lives. Let's begin the celebrations by invoking the blessings of the Almighty. I am pleased to welcome the students of our Amaraja Vidyalayam, Karakambadi, for a spiritual dance.
गणपतिं भजे हम वातापि 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 गणपतिं भजे हम गणपतिं भजे हम वातापि गणपतिं भजे हम वारणास्यं वरप्रदं श्रीवारणास्यं वरप्रदं श्रीवारणास्यं वरप्रदं श्री भजे बगरि नि बगरे सरे ग सा नि पा ग सरे ग भूतादि संसेवित चरणं भूतादि संसेवित चरणं भूत भौतिक प्रपञ्च भरणं भूतादि संसेवित चरणं भूत भौतिक प्रपञ्च भरणं वीतरागिनं विनुतयोगिनं वीतरागिनं विनुतयोगिनं विश्वकारणं बीजापुरम् पगरे सरे नि पगरे ग सनि पग पनि स पनि सरे सनि प स स ग पनि सनि पग नि नि रे ग पनि पगरे प प नि नि ग रे सनि प रे स रे सनि पग स नि ग रे सनि प रे सनि प सनि पगरे सरे तणम्बुज पाश बीजापुरम् कलुष विदूरम् भूताहारम् हरादि गुरुगुह दोषित बिम्बम् हंसध्वनि भूषित हेरम्बम् हरादि गुरुगुह दोषित बिम्बम् हंसध्वनि भूषित हेरम्बम् वातापि गणपतिं भजे अम्बारणा शम्बरप्रदं श्री वातापि गणपतिं भजे
Thank you, students, for such a graceful performance. And now, before we get started on the event, let us light the auspicious lamp. Light, the symbol of prosperity and happiness, will make this morning and this event a blessed one. For seeking the choicest blessings, may I now invite our beloved founder and chairman, Dr. Ramachandra N. Gallagaru, our overall chairperson of Foundation Day and Family Day, Purushottam Naidu, co-chairs Neerajakshalu, Chandrababu, to light the lamp in virtual presence of all Amarajians. Dear friends, I would like to share one important information at this time. This being a virtual event, and since lightening the lamp occasion is going to be live, there will be some time lag. Request you to hold on for next 1 minute and then we will stream live. Chairman Sir and all dignitaries. It's a pleasure to have you light the lamp on this special virtual occasion. Now I would like to call upon Purushottam Naidu, the chairperson of 35th Foundation Day celebrations, to address our employees.
Thank you, Gayatri. Good morning to all. Welcome to the 35th Foundation Day celebrations of Amara Group. Let me introduce myself. My name is Purushottam Naidu. I am the overall chairperson for the Foundation Day Family Day for this year. I am extremely honored to welcome our respected founder chairman, Dr. Ramchandra N. Galla, Vice Chairman Jaydev Galla, leaders from GROCOM and ARCC, and all my colleagues across Amara Raja family, all our locations. Last year, when my name was announced as the overall chairperson for the Foundation Day and Family Day for the 2020, I never imagined I will have to address all of you in front of the cameras like this. Without you all being around us and cheering it at our auditorium. It was big change for all of us across Amara Raja. But then, the resilience of all of us as Amara Rajians and the Amara Raja way helped us to bounce back and adopt this new way of life in a smooth manner. As we all aware, Amara Raja started in the year 1985 by our honorable chairman, Dr. Ramchandra N. Galla. The journey started by planting a seed in form of Amara Raja Power Systems with very few employees. With our continuous efforts following the Amara Raja way and our commitment, we have reached this stage where we are now recognized globally as one of the best companies to work. Today, we are all humbled that we have our story of transformation that has become a case study in the prestigious institutions like IIM Ahmedabad, and even the same case study have got listed in Harvard Publishing. Today, we are a large family with over 16,000 people continuously redefining businesses, delivering high social impact, anticipating future trends, building preferred brands, and constantly leveraging talent and technology. In this year 2020, the COVID pandemic has brought in several changes in our lives, in our ways of working, the business, in our customers, in our society, at whatnot. Every walk of life and every aspect of life has been changed, throwing many challenges, even tremendous opportunities. We continue to manage this pandemic by taking all precautions at our workplaces, our employees, their family members, and our society at large. I am pleased that we found that way to virtually connect with all our people across the locations and celebrate this red letter day of our group, the day on which the first foundation stone was laid 35 years back on 20th of December. The committee has taken all care to ensure that we keep this virtual program short and sweet and make this day another memorable event in our history and lives. I hope all of you will enjoy the program and also give your feedback as always to make it better. On behalf of Amara Raja family, I once again extend my wholehearted welcome to all my colleagues across all locations within India and abroad. May I request Gayatri to lead us rest of the program. Jai Amara Raja, Jai Hind.
Thank you, Purushottam Naidu, for the warm welcome. Let us now move to the next exciting part of the event. It gives me immense pleasure in raising the curtain on some of our new products and services that were introduced in the recent past and also those which are upcoming shortly. Let's take a sneak peek into that.
Dear Amarajians, wishing you all happy Foundation Day. We at Gala Foods have launched 3 new products this year. The first product being Gala White. Gala White is an improved version with a better mouthfeel and a nice flavor. This is available in a family pack of 1200 ml and on-the-go pack of 250 ml. I would request you to please try it. Second, we are now working with Decathlon, Europe's largest sports retailer. We are now offering them Green Apple Drink. This is for hydration and nutrition. This product is available in green apple flavor. Product, most important, in the annals of Gala Foods, we have signed up with Coca-Cola, world's largest beverage company. We will be now packing Mazda and Powerade in our facility. Do you know this facility is brand new and we have enhanced the capacity from 5 lakh liters to 15 lakh liters. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone. Our relationship with IKEA started in 2019 with a very elaborate vendor evaluation process. After that, we have become a globally approved vendor for the carbon steel supplies with IKEA. Our first supply to them has been for Hylas, which is a metal shelf. This caters to the home furnishing segment and is metal fabrication division's first step towards direct to consumer market. Soon, we will be adding a second product which is called Varera. It is a shelf insert. Together with these 2 products, we are looking at a revenue stream of 30 crore and above in the coming year. And we plan to grow it many-fold times by increasing the product portfolio that we supply to IKEA globally. Thank you.
In the present global scenario, in terms of population growth, an increase in the economic activities, the demand for the personal transportation with ICE vehicles and energy consumption has grown to a larger extent, which is resulting in increase of greenhouse gas emissions. Several nations have agreed to reduce the greenhouse gas emissions by promoting green technologies to meet the environmental goals towards decarbonization for a better society tomorrow. There is a strong battery demand with the expansion of electrical vehicle sales globally. Several new battery technologies are being developed at a research lab scale to meet the future global requirement. It is very essential to understand the complexity of new storage technologies by evaluating materials, manufacturing processes, and product performance. This requires state-of-the-art research laboratory and pilot-scale facilities. We at Amara are proud to announce establishment of a state-of-the-art pilot-scale facility for manufacturing lithium-ion cells to develop energy storage technologies that are futuristic and globally competitive. The pilot plant facilities for developing lithium-ion technologies is created in line with our technology vision derived from core values to excel in developing sustainable green energy products and uphold our technology leadership in energy storage systems sector. The lithium pilot plant facilities is not only used to evaluate materials, designs and products but also used as a scientific platform to conduct intensive research on advanced materials and different battery technologies in collaboration with premier institutions to develop a competitive product. The outcome experiences from the pilot line facilities also leverages our potential to scale up the product to a larger production level in the near future. It is also a matter of great pride that Amara is the first private corporate in the country to have established a pilot plant facility for research on lithium cell technology. Today we are happy to announce that this facility is being unveiled by our beloved chairman Dr. Ramchandra N. Galla on the occasion of our Foundation Day celebrations. it's time to take adequate precautions. Amara has licensed the lithium-ion technology from ISRO. The facility was set up in a short span of 12 months. The production process of lithium-ion battery has three main processes. Firstly, the preparation of electrode and its tailoring. Secondly, the cell assembly. And thirdly, electrolyte filling, followed by cell finishing and formation. The processing of lithium-ion batteries is moisture sensitive. A 10% RH environment is needed for electrode making that involves raw material mixing, electrode slurry preparation, and coating it on the micrometer thin copper or aluminum sheets. Thus, anode and cathode electrodes are prepared. The slurry viscosity and coating thickness of electrodes are important quality checks. The coated electrodes are dried out and transferred to 1% RH environment where they are tailored as per the design parameters. The quality checks in this stage are adhesion, peel strength, porosity, and moisture content in the electrodes. The cell assembly and electrolyte filling of the lithium-ion cell operations are carried out at 1% RH to eliminate the moisture content in the finished cell. In the assembly, the tailored electrodes are welded to tabs. The jelly roll is inserted into cylindrical can to house in it. Later, the electrolyte filling is carried out and heads to cell finishing. Now the formation process begins as per defined test conditions, and the test will be carried out on the cells before clearing for further usage. The state-of-the-art electrical and environment facilities are established for performance evaluation of lithium-ion cell and pack level testing as per applicable standards for EV and telecom and accredited by NABL. In conformity with its habit of staying ahead of the curve, Amara, the leaders in the battery industry, are innovating with the pilot scale facility. This is a great leap forward in the realm of lithium-ion battery technology. Now let's unveil the in-house developed lithium ions made from our pilot facility. Now, these lithium cells cannot be used as it is for any applications and hence need to convert them to usable battery packs. These packs are developed for various applications depending on the requirements of electrical mobility, starting with two-wheelers, three-wheelers, four-wheelers, and energy storage systems. These packs consist of various components such as enclosures, battery management systems, telematics, thermal management systems, and require hardware components to take care of the vibration and environmental conditions. Now, Amara started commercially supplying packs for all these two-wheelers, three-wheelers, and energy storage system markets. Amara has worked on developing functionally innovative and aesthetically good-looking products. During this process, we considered various design approaches. Now the most creative products for both two-wheelers and three-wheelers will be unveiled by our beloved Vice Chairman and Managing Director, Jaidev Galla.
Thank you, leaders, for showcasing the new products and services. And now, it's time for our famous AR Inspire. As we all know, AR Inspire is Amara's thought leadership arena that aims at identifying inspirational next generation leaders and showcasing them to the world. Of late, we have also started a YouTube channel on this. Today we have a Foundation Day special edition of the AR Inspire. For this, let us hear from a special woman employee of the Amara. Her name is Sudha. Sudha joined as a graduate engineer trainee in the ARGMP 2006 batch and now a deputy manager at Amara Power Systems. Let us hear what Sudha has got to share about the new way of life.
Colleagues, I am Sudha from Amara Power Systems. I am having 14 years long relation with the organization and I am currently working in order execution function. Hope you all safe and doing well. Today, I'd like to talk about my view on how our organization is handling the COVID crisis. We are aware of the prevailing situation, that how the dreadful virus has spread all over the country, and almost all organizations are facing many uncertainties due to this impact. The entire economy is going through a tough time. Our organization too faced issues, however, continue to take appropriate actions to minimize the economic impact. Many actions were taken to prevent any spread of the virus inside our factories, field offices, and workplaces in the form of new way of life to ensure the employee health and well-being. As a part of new way of life, we have constituted COVID task force team to review the situation continuously and to develop the measures to prevent the spread. Further, we have constituted many teams like COVID marshals for vigilance and audit teams to develop the SOPs and monitoring its compliance at various levels. Our management has taken so many initiatives to keep communicating everything in a timely and transparent manner to all the employees across the group. This helped in reducing our anxieties. During this crisis, we all aware how critical it is to keep track of each of the employee on their current location and health status of all the employees and their family as well. The digital platforms like Zippy and Alt Work Life has really played a very crucial role in view of the safety of the individual as well as their family. The organization has provided access to VATR to all the employees and trainees across the group. Using this application, every employee, irrespective of their grade, could provide the information about his presence in the form of attendance. During the phase-wise unlocks with a set of guidelines in view of serving our esteemed customers, our organization has resumed limited operations with necessary permissions from government. This resumption of operations has provided a hope among all the stakeholders that things will come back to the normal sooner or later. Only limited people who are essential for the operations were only called for the work. All the others were asked to work from home. Adequate resources were provided by our IT team. This has brought us a different experience altogether for our kind of business, which can never ever imagined. To ensure the safety and wellness of the employees, Amara People Safety Management was introduced. This was useful for all the employees to obtain the entry and exit pass while going to work and during the return. Using this app, the necessary health screening and fitness to work are ensured at NT Plaza, along with the mask, PPE and social distancing at all the locations. In view of the medical emergency during this pandemic, our organization has issued the exclusive COVID insurance policy with a coverage to the employee and their dependents as well. The employees, if got affected with the virus, were facilitated with a special leave called COVID leave, which is available and applicable to all the categories of people across the group. Wellness and well-being initiatives. The organization has introduced AR Buddy, a revitalized employee assistance program for all the employees that it brings expert advice on stress management, COVID anxieties, and confidence building, etc. Thanks to the management team for the constant support and motivation extended during this pandemic in terms of safeguarding the employees' health and well-being. I wanted to take this rare opportunity to appreciate the entire line of leadership for the effective handling in terms of their swift response and decision making throughout the crisis situation, while upholding the values of the organization during the challenging times. And I especially want to express how glad we are to work under your leadership. We are truly proud to be led by such a great influencing leaders. Thank you. I'd like to end my talk with a proverb from a famous writer. Real leadership is less about seeking applause and rewards and more about doing the best work you have ever done before and having an impact you have never imagined. Thank you. Gotta be a better way.
Thank you, Sudha, for inspiring all of us by sharing your experience on the new way of life. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to thank our employees who have invented significant long years of their career at Amara. Needless to say, their commitment cannot be measured and their contribution is invaluable. We will now have the virtual awarding of the Long Service Awards for 30 years of service, followed by we will also witness the virtual awarding of 25 years of service. Congratulations to all the long service awardees. We thank you for your invaluable contribution towards the growth of our esteemed organization. We now move on to the next segment. Let us hear from some of our Amarajians, a cross-section of people from all age groups, gender, grades, departments, and companies talking about new way of life.
The COVID-19 pandemic made us stronger and resilient. We bounced back in full swing.
First, we were concerned about the safety and health of people.
మేము మా 15,000 మంది ఉద్యోగులకు విఏటీఆర్ డిజిటల్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ను అందుబాటులోకి తీసుకొచ్చాము.
Hi Amarajians. All working in offices were enabled with required IT infras to work from home by Amaraja.
We completed the IDEA digital transformation project through remote working from our homes.
We took care of reaching our customers and servicing them in all possible ways, even in peak of lockdown.
Brief shutdown of manufacturing operations. We resumed very cautiously, taking utmost care for health and safety. Implemented the standard operating procedures for all workplaces swiftly.
We had almost full attendance even during lockdown.
ఆరోగ్యం మరి భద్రత అన్నది మా యొక్క వైఖరి మరియు మా ధోరణి.
ప్రతికూల పరిస్థితులు అధిగమించడానికి అమరరాజవే మాకు చాలా తోడ్పడింది.
We were concerned but unfazed by the pandemic.
Responsibility is our value and we were tuned to demonstrate at all times.
We were committed to do everything out of the way to ensure continuity of business and customer service.
Our value, excellence, drives us to do well what we do.
Our leaders' role models change and the new way of life.
మా యాజమాన్య బృందం నిరంతరం మాతో సంప్రదించి మాకు ఎప్పటికప్పుడు సమాచారం అందించారు.
Thank you Amaraja for the Earbud initiative which helped us to keep up in good mental health.
Innovation, excellence, entrepreneurship, experiences, responsibility, values close to our hearts and minds.
We were resilient in adversity. Our Amar Raja way showed the way.
Now it's time for the next segment of recognition, presenting the highest complaints to COVID-19 SOPs in Amaraja. If not for the standard operating procedures that were developed for our people and for our workplaces, we wouldn't have been so smooth on our business operations across Amaraja. As and when the pandemic broke out, a team of people across Amaraja got together under the leadership of G. Vijaya Naidu, the HSPC task force, and Dr. Chandrababu to develop the standard operating procedures for each and every workplace. These SOPs were released and implemented across all workplaces by all our Amarajians in letter and spirit. Frequent audits were done from time to time to ensure that we all were following the SOPs diligently. The audit team have been publishing results of highest complaints to SOPs on a fortnightly basis. During this Foundation Day, the HSPC team and GROCOM would like to appreciate and announce two important awards in this regard. The first one is Organization with the highest complaints on SOPs, and the second one is Workplaces with the highest complaints on SOPs. Every workplace, every company, and every employee have been doing their best to ensure that they comply to SOPs and ensure health, safety of our people and business continuity of our operations. Hence, all of us have played a significant role on compliance. However, these awards are to recognize the highest level of compliance. First, I have pleasure in announcing the organization with the highest compliance to COVID-19 SOPs. We have two categories. First, organization with large-scale operations. In this category, we have included companies with workplaces in multiple locations with more than 1,000 people. Hence, under this category, the companies adjudged are ARBL and MIL. All other companies in Amara Raja have been adjudged under organization with medium-scale operations. Next, I have pleasure in announcing the top 3 workplaces with highest compliance to COVID-19 SOPs. Last but not the least, there is a special recognition award from HSPC and Grocom that was adjudged for teams and functions that provided exceptional support in implementation of COVID-19 SOPs. Congratulations to all the award-winning teams. Now, it's my pleasure to extend a warm welcome to our co-founder and vice chairman to address the employees. Let's give a big hand to Jaidev Galla, who continues to inspire us every day.
To all the members of the Amara Raja family, it's very nice to be addressing you today on our 35th Foundation Day celebrations. 35 years since the first foundation stone was laid by our founder chairman, Dr. Ramchandra Naidu Galla. I think it's interesting to be participating in this forum this year for the first time. We're used to being in a live audience with everyone around us and being around each other and that energy that we get from each other. But I was quite surprised while going through it, the first part that's been done while watching all of the long service awardees. It was quite emotional moment for me, seeing all of the familiar faces and familiar names in this manner also, and quite unique in that manner. So I think it's hats off to the organizers and to the team that has put this together to be able to bring us an event even during these COVID times that touches our hearts and has that emotional connect for all of us. So welcome you all again to the first virtual congregation for our 35th Foundation Day celebration. The virtual mode has given the opportunity for all of us to join the celebration without any limitation on the number of people that are attending. I'm happy to have all of you joining with us at this time. This Foundation Day is very different and unique from all other years in many ways. We are leveraging a technology to reach out to all in an unprecedented manner. At the same time, people and organizations have adopted technology much faster than they had planned for. I would say this is one big positive transformational impact of the pandemic, which has otherwise created great havoc across countries, economies, and the lives of people. All throughout the crisis, we were in close coordination with all our customers across all businesses to understand and to support their critical needs for essential products and services. During the peak lockdown, our field service staff were involved in ensuring that telecom towers are provided with reliable emergency power backup and are maintained at close to 100% uptime levels to support the voice and data connectivity across the nation. Our Galla Foods operations never stopped and have been producing to support the farming community without letting any of the harvested crop go to waste. I've said this earlier, but would like to once again applaud the bravery and duty consciousness of all employees who are always on the ground even during the lockdown, like the field service staff, people on after-sales service, other essential employees in the field, project sites, and at the plants, including the maintenance and other personnel. All of them performed their essential service duties daily against all odds. It was unfortunate that some of our colleagues had to face even lathi charge and harassment, as the authorities were unaware that these colleagues of ours had fall under the exempted essential services category. But in spite of all these challenges, we persevered and continued to perform our duties to ensure that the essential services were provided to the nation. All these Amarajians have gone beyond the call of duty, placing themselves at risk in the national interest, and hence we went about giving them specific rewards as soon as normalcy started in our operations. We all should be pleased that most of our operations have slowly and steadily bounced back due to the ardent support of all the employees and other stakeholders. Our organization and people, true to their nature, have taken the COVID-19 situation head on and have acted remarkably well. We are still in the process of managing the situation. We formed 5 task forces comprising many leaders in which are in action in areas of 1, health, safety, people and communities; 2, tracking of the COVID-19 global data and the analysis; 3, the business strategies for the current context that we will use as pivots during this process, where we can look for business opportunities that we could possibly pivot into; 4, scenario planning and group strategy; 5, communication. All these task forces continue to meet and operate, continue to ideate, continue to deliberate, and also to act on whatever is required to ensure that these areas are well covered for us, to ensure that our risk is reduced, as well as our growth trajectory is intact, and necessary course corrections can be taken on all of these fronts. Several people have spoken about SOPs. When the situation was dynamically evolving, everyone was in a frenzy to find out the best way to deal with the crisis. We, through remote working, developed standard operating procedure manuals for all the plants, offices, project sites, and other workplaces, and even for the franchisees and dealers, helping them to helping the safe resumption of work post the COVID-19. This manual was developed with an objective to ensure health and safety of all people and facilitate best-in-class standards as required for each workplace. We went further ahead and developed a manual called the Shock Playbook. This book identified potential future crises and detailed out the process of managing the same, and was done by the young generation of leaders and managers in our group, and is quite commendable. I think if anyone hasn't seen it already, you should take a look at it. It's quite an interesting piece of work that should help us in the years to come as we continue to face various unforeseen challenges in a very dynamic and evolving and transforming world that we are living in today. Whether it be because of technology or whether it be because of natural calamities due to global warming, I think being ready for the unexpected is something that any management, any organization, any individual will have to live in the coming years as we enter into this, what they say, era, the Black Swan era is what they say we're entering into. And I don't think there's any need to be alarmed by it. We need to, as a race of human beings, we need to confront many things like this COVID-19 in a globally unified manner is what we are realizing. But I think we are far from having that ability as a human race to do so. We can see in this, our response to the COVID pandemic, there's been a large variation in the way that the world has responded. Countries have had their own methodology and approaches. Even regions within countries have had their approaches. So we are yet to be able to evolve a way to face global crisis in a unified manner. And I think that is the order of the day. But we at Amara are committed to that and committed to embracing science in a manner that allows us to confront these type of crises going forward. And I think we've demonstrated that in this crisis. We've not only taken care of ourselves and our communities, but we have contributed to the cause even at a state level and national level, and are involved in thought leadership even at a global level. And I think that is the responsibility that we'll continue to show. The plants that were adhering to all the guidelines were recognized for their compliance on a fortnightly basis. As part of the guidelines, a Bill of Rights for all employees was also announced. This is a bold step in continuing to empower and partner with our people. When it comes to digital enablement, we also have been able to move very quickly during this period. Our digital enterprise transformation journey continued and accelerated during the COVID times. Our IDEA team collaborated from remote locations and went on to implement the SAP HANA in all companies as per the original plan. This is a demonstration of extraordinary collaboration and focus on results. And I congratulate the entire team in doing this even in these challenging times. We continued to invest in digital technology and in people processes as well. All 16,000 people were connected through the We at Our digital people platform. These systems helped us to not only keep track of our safety and well-being, but also accelerated our digital enablement plans. The internal messaging platform Zippy provided us a safe and secure platform to share all communication with our people directly. This helped us to save time as well as to ensure accurate communication in reaching everyone. On the CSR front, our group had flagged off its national level CSR drive by donating 6 crores to CM relief funds, 5 crores to the Andhra Pradesh CM relief fund, and 1 crore to the Telangana CM relief fund. Many of our employees have also come up and donated their one-day salary in support of India's fight against COVID-19. Besides this, the Rajanna Trust, our group's CSR arm, has joined these efforts with an exclusive fund supporting government hospitals in both Chittoor and Guntur districts. Recently, we signed an MOU with IIT Tirupati for the development and manufacture of N95 equivalent face masks, reusable face masks for the larger society. Amarajians across locations volunteered in multiple relief operations for COVID-19. These were real-life examples of groups of ordinary people doing extraordinary work in trying times. Coming to health and safety, in order to monitor the employees' well-being, an online application, Amara Raja People Safety Management System was launched, which is a personal and family digital health tracker for all employees. This helped to monitor their health based on self-declaration which was then verified by the organization, and to generate a daily pass for safe working. We covered all non-ESI employees and their families through a special insurance policy to support them in the unfortunate event of people getting infected with COVID. For employees who got infected, special COVID leaves with pay were also given to tide over the situation. We made infrastructural changes at cafeteria, transport office, amenities, and restrooms to enhance physical distancing and to ensure adherence to guidelines. Mental well-being has also come to be a higher focus, and rightly so. There is so much awareness among people to be happy and to deal with any issues that are affecting them mentally. Like the way we consult doctors for physical sickness, the time has come to consult with experts to deal with any issues that we may have psychologically also. Especially during these COVID times when we are faced with new challenges that we might not have faced before, and also restricted movement and restricted interactions. These are the times we have to be even more aware of what we're going through psychologically and take the necessary action if necessary. Amara Raja has revamped its employee assistance program and launched the AR Buddy and rolled out to all people who are working within the group. The online facility provided access to this facility anytime, anywhere. Since its launch, many people have benefited from this. The experts also provided guidance on a variety of subjects from stress management to COVID management to career counseling. We continued to have people joining us even during this period. In order to facilitate them, we had invested in creating better quarantine facilities in line with government guidelines. Our ambulance was also specially equipped with COVID patients management facilities. One of the important actions taken during the COVID-19 pandemic was to establish the work from home capability for most of the roles and people, and developed the work from home policy. IT and other support were also provided to people. As you are aware, this is the first time that Amara Raja is embracing the work from home in its history. Communication was also very important during this period, essential, I would say, during this period. A structured plan of communication focusing on transparent dissemination of messages had been developed and deployed. Multiple channels like SMS, Zippy messages, emails, announcements in factory premises, virtual meetings, webinars, and few other platforms were adopted to ensure continuous communication. Our AR Speak Experiences Pulse survey, anchored during this pandemic period, reflected one of the highest ever scores since we started this exercise. There's also been a renewed focus on virtual learning, and e-learning programs have been rolled out, and many people have been utilizing this. Many of the programs and events that were traditionally done by gathering people in one place are now being done virtually. Like we are doing today, we had also done programs like Sukalpa, ARGMP, ARGTP through virtual events like this. During this pandemic, we also had some memorable recognitions, which all of us are aware by now. One of the most meaningful ones of them has been being featured in Forbes, the Amara Raja Group, as being one of the world's best employers for 2020 globally, and ranked number 316 in the world as among the best employers. And I think this is something we can all be definitely proud about, definitely a feather in our cap. And at the same time, we should see that how do we understand how did we get here, and how do we continue to live those ideals and continue to rise in those rankings. We all believe that we have created a very special place here. We're now being recognized, but let's not let the recognition make us complacent, because I think that the gotta be a better way attitude has to continue, and we continuously have to be striving to improve. But it's definitely very encouraging to be recognized by such a global organization and among the best employers in the world. So congratulations to the HR team and also all the employees and all the teams in Amara Raja for having been living the AR way and being able to now show the world what it means. Beyond this, we had also received many other recognitions during this period, including the recent ICQCC International Award, wherein all our 6 teams from Amara Raja Group was awarded the highest category to Platinum Award. Looking ahead, in 2015, we embarked on a growth journey and took up the aspirational target of reaching a revenue of 60,000 crores by 2025. Now, over the past 5 years, we have seen significant technological disruption in our sectors. Now in 2020, the immediate impact of the pandemic has been felt universally, but it has also made immense irreversible changes, which are throwing up very promising business opportunities. With all this happening, as well as a massive generational change in our leadership team, we are revisiting our earlier vision and undertaking another effort to craft a group transformation blueprint, which will serve as a group strategy, corporate strategy, and a guiding strategic document for all our businesses. The goal of this project is to calibrate our aspirations, revisit the group vision, and structure our group in the most enabling way to pursue our lofty goals. We are working in a very dedicated manner to ensure that we craft the right portfolio of businesses to be invested in and to take full advantage of the most promising sectors in this next leg of our journey. Our organizational design and corporate structure will also be revisited to ensure that it is agile and future ready to further enable us in our ongoing journey. It is also clear, however, that the structure and financial capability alone will not be the key success factor in executing future opportunities. We must fully commit to our people. We must fully commit to expanding our leadership pipeline with the necessary skills, tools, and technology and the domain expertise to succeed. We must fully commit to continually growing and developing our existing talent pool to take up newer and larger challenges and hiring promising talent across the spectrum to come on board and to participate in our transformation. We must develop the leaders that we currently have, and every member of the Amara Raja family must be ready to take up new skills, new roles, and new challenges. Along with our Amara Raja way, our core values of innovation, excellence, entrepreneurship, experiences, and responsibility, 2 new words have become very important and have been occupying our mind space this year, and that is agility and resilience. And I think that not only have we recognized this, but we have embraced it, and we have demonstrated our ability on these 2 areas as well. We have been agile and we have been resilient as we continue to live the Amara Raja way. With all of these improving trends that we are seeing, the ARCC has met recently to review the business scenarios and the prospects going forward. While the virus is still yet to be defeated, I think it has become clear now with the vaccines available, we can now see the light at the end of the tunnel. We can understand and estimate now how long it may be before, by use of the vaccine and proper implementation of the vaccine, that slowly but surely we should be reaching herd immunity. I suspect that it may take about 6 months, maybe a little bit longer, beyond January. So my personal assessment, and I think many people I've been reading various sources would agree, would be at least a 6-month process to get this to that level where we can start reaching some level of normalcy in terms of following some of the strict guidelines and protocols, where some of them can start getting eased. May take about 6 months, let's say even 8 months. But one thing is that, you see the surge happening in the US and Europe today in this winter. And hopefully that's the last surge that we're going to see, the so-called second wave. And because of the timing of this vaccine, I think India is going to be spared of that second wave. And it seems that the numbers are improving in India today. But because of where we are with the vaccine, we're unlikely to see another major comprehensive lockdown. And the only way that the economy is going to get severely affected the way it did in Q1, the first quarter, is if there's a comprehensive lockdown, which is unlikely. So considering all of these things, I'm pleased to announce that it has been decided to stop the BPLP deductions, which we undertook in the beginning of the year because we couldn't foresee what the future held. At that time, the plants were completely closed and we weren't operating. We had to take some action to conserve cash and also to get people into the mindset that this is not an ordinary year and we need to be ready to understand what that means. But now that we've understood it, I'm happy to announce that we have stopped the BPLP deductions with effect from January 2021. And we will also disperse back all the deductions that have been made based on the BPLP, which was announced in June 2020. So I'd like to take this moment to thank the employees for agreeing to the BPLP in a time of crisis for the company. I think that it was something that we asked of you and you submitted to. And I'm happy also to say that because of the changed circumstances, now that's no longer necessary. We're now going to be rolling that back in all respects. I must say that we are rightly embracing the new way of life and are enabling productivity and engagement of people. The new way of life has forced us to take up some personal space of individuals and families in some form. However, they've been magnanimous in accepting this new way of life. At this juncture, I would like to thank every one of you and your families for providing you the space and the time in your homes to be participating in this work from home exercise. I know that it's been hard on many of the families in terms of even getting that space away and in an area that you're not used to providing for that function. And there certainly would have been some challenges, and I would like to thank all of you and your families in supporting all of this. Let's continue to uphold the Amara Raja way in all our actions to build a better Amara Raja and also a better society. At this juncture, I've also another very important announcement to make with respect to the GrowCom Exemplar Award. Before I announce the winner for 2020, I have a very important announcement to make about the award itself. As you know, many of you know, it was just 2 months ago that we lost our first Amar Rajian, Mr. D. Naren Reddy. When I say first Amar Rajian, he was the first professional employee of the Amar Raja group. Even before the first foundation stone was laid for the first facility, while the company was still operating out of an office cum residence of the chairman in Padmavatipuram in Tirupati. The downstairs was the office and the upstairs was chairman's residence. And the first professional employee to join at that time was Mr. D. Naren Reddy, who was our former president of Group Quality and HSE. And it was a shock for all of us to have lost Naren so early after his retirement. But we all know how Naren has impacted many people throughout his life in several positive ways that might even need a book to write about. He has left his mark of innovation, excellence, entrepreneurship, experiences, and responsibility in every team that he was involved with, spanning the entire organization. It will be no exaggeration to say that he has lived the Amar Raja way in its truest form and with the highest spirit. If any person had to be selected as the quintessential embodiment of the Amar Raja way, Naren would win the vote hands down. Naren has been such a living example of a great human being who is worthy of emulation. In Amar Raja, one of the top eminent awards is the GROCOM Exemplar Award. This award is given every year to one of the leaders in the GROCOM who is a true leader in many ways, and this is selected by the GROCOM team itself through a confidential voting process. In honor of Naren, all of us at Amar Raja have made an important decision. The chairman, myself, and the GROCOM have taken a unanimous decision to announce that henceforth the GROCOM Exemplar Award will be now called as the D. Naren Reddy GROCOM Exemplar Award. Now, for the first time that the D. Naren Reddy GROCOM Exemplar Award is going to be awarded now this year. And the GROCOM has voted and unanimously selected one of its leaders who will be eligible. And I'm pleased to announce that this year, the award goes to Mr. S. Vijayanand, the Chief Executive Officer of Amar Raja Batteries Limited. I think he's shown exemplary leadership in leading ARBL on its growth trajectory, and even during these COVID times, getting the operations back to full speed and ahead, continuing to explore opportunities. And I think this year, the GROCOM, his peers, have elected and decided to give this award to him, and he's certainly very worthy of this award. And this is the Exemplar Award, and the very first time that we are giving the D. Naren Reddy GROCOM Exemplar Award 2020. So congratulations to Vijay, and I don't know how to hand over the award, the process, but congratulations, Vijay. Finally, before I conclude, I would like to once again congratulate our founder chairman, Dr. Ramchandra Naidu Galla, for since this is now 35 years since he laid the foundation of the Amar Raja Group. It's certainly a milestone. So congratulations to Dr. Galla on this occasion, our beloved chairman. With this, I conclude. Thank you to all. Stay safe, stay resilient. Gotta be a better way. Jai Amar Raja, Jai Hind.
Thank you, Jaydev Galla, for your valuable words. And congratulations to the winner of the Exemplar Award. Now we are ready to move towards our next segment, the Champion Awards. Let us now hear from JK Jai Krishna, President, Group HR and Corporation Communications, about the significance of Champion Awards.
Good morning. we now have the announcement of Champion Awards. Champion Awards for the last financial year 2019-20. Champion Awards is one of our highest levels of recognition for excellence in performance. Let me share a little about the process on how we decide the Champion Awards. All of us go through a regular review of our performance in our own teams. We take a look at how well we have achieved objectives, how we have been on attitudes, leader behaviors, and various other aspects. Through this process, we come to an understanding of the various levels of performance in a team or in an organization. After this process, the leaders sit together and make further discussions. And now this is very special. What do they do? They take a look at the high performers alone and then discuss who amongst them have done exceptionally well in performance and have become worthy of emulation to others. These talents are then picked up and recommended for the Champion Awards at the group level. At the group level, there is a Champions Committee that is constituted every year. These are leaders drawn from various parts of different businesses and teams. They sit together and take a look at these recommendations. They analyze through all the names, have discussion with the leaders who recommended those names, and then come to a conclusion on the total list of Champion Awards for a given year. This year, the Champions Committee constituted Venkat Madhav from Group Supply Chain, Divakar from Gala Foods, MSR, that is Srinivas Rao from ARBL, Dwaraka from Amara Power Systems. So this was the committee, thanks to the committee members who had to go through these deliberations and made these recommendations. And finally, we have the list of champions that will be announced now. Now, this is the process that we follow from operatives to AGMs. Now, for DGMs and above, it's a little different process. That is other than the GROCOM. Similarly, in the grades DGMs and above, leaders recommend who amongst them was worthy of emulation. This will be obviously very few people. This is taken up by the GROCOM team, the growth committee, the apex team of the group. They deliberate these names together and come to a conclusion who amongst them can be declared as a champion in the senior management. So, friends, we are ready with the list for the financial year 2019-20, and let's look forward to those names which are being announced. A hearty congratulations to everyone who have won the Champion Awards. Thank you.
heartiest congratulations to all the winners of the Champion Awards. Coming next is an interesting segment to entertain and enlighten all of us. A short film by our team members, a gesture of appreciation to all of us at Amara Group, who have pushed our limits and kept working even in these difficult times. Presenting a short film on the new way of life.
రెండు 2019 క్రిందటి సంవత్సరం ఇదే రోజు ఇదే సమయం మనం ఎక్కడున్నామో తెలుసా? అదే ఈ సంవత్సరం చూసినట్లయితే
మనకి చాలా రోజుల నుంచి సేఫ్టీ ట్రైనింగ్ జరుగుతున్నాయి కదా. మనం చాలా మంది ఎంప్లాయీస్కి సేఫ్టీ ట్రైనింగ్ ఇవ్వడం జరిగింది. అలాగే కొత్తగా చేరుతున్న ఆర్ట్స్ వాళ్ళకి కూడా ట్రైనింగ్ ఇవ్వడం జరిగింది. దీని వలన చాలా వరకు యాక్సిడెంట్స్ తగ్గించగలిగాం. లెటర్స్ కంగ్రాచులేట్.
కరోనా కట్టడికి కేంద్రం కఠిన నిర్ణయాలు. దేశవ్యాప్తంగా 75 జిల్లాలు లాక్డౌన్. ఈ నెల 31 వరకు రైల్వే రవాణా సేవలు బంద్.
హలో చెప్పురా.
ఏం చేస్తున్నావురా?
పూజలో ఉన్నారా?
పూజ? నువ్వేంద్రా పూజ చేసేదే? అవునా? ఆగా ఒక నిమిషం ఆగటే వస్తున్నాను. ఒరే ఏం చేస్తున్నావురా? కరోనాకు పూజ చేస్తున్నావేంద్రా?
21 రోజులు లీవ్ ఇచ్చిన దేవుడు రా కరోనా.
ఒరే నాయన రారా స్వామి, నువ్వు బలివాడున్నావు కదరా, రారా రే. ఒరే ఏంద్రా స్వామి, నువ్వేమో దేవుడికి పూజ చేస్తావు అనుకుంటే నువ్వేమో కరోనాకు పూజ చేస్తున్నావు కదరా.
ఏరా చెప్పురా ఇప్పుడు.
ఒరే రేపు నుంచి డ్యూటీకి రావాలరా.
ఏ దేవుడికి పూజ చేయను నేను. అలాంటి 21 రోజులు లీవ్ ఇచ్చిన కరోనాకు పూజ చేశాను రా. నువ్వు చెప్పిన మాట నరాలు కట్ అయిపోయినా కదా రే. అంతమందిలో వచ్చి నేను పని చేసే కరోనా వచ్చేసి నేనేం చేశారా?
ఒరే ఏం కాదులేరా. నీకు జీపీఎఫ్ తెలుసారా?
తెలుసులేరా, చెప్పురా.
దాంట్లో మన రమాదేవి మేడం వచ్చేసి మాస్క్ ఎలా వాడాలో ఇంకా మరియు మాస్క్ ఎలా తయారు చేయాలో కూడా చెప్పారా. అట్లాగే మన ఓహెచ్ఎస్సీ టీం వచ్చేసి కరోనా బారిన పడకుండా జాగ్రత్తలు ఎలా తీసుకోవాలో, అలాగే మన హెచ్ఆర్ టీం వచ్చేసి కరోనా బారిన పడకుండా చాలా వీడియోలు దాంట్లో షేర్ చేశారా. నువ్వు దాని కానీ చూసి ఆ జాగ్రత్తలు పాటిస్తే నీకు ఖచ్చితంగా కరోనా ఎఫెక్ట్ అవ్వదురా.
ఈ పాండమిక్ ఏంటో కానీ అసలు ఎటు వెళ్ళలేని పరిస్థితి.
నువ్వు వెళ్ళే దాని గురించి ఆలోచిస్తున్నావు. టెలిఫోన్ సర్వీస్ ఇష్యూ కారణంగా చాలా ఇబ్బందిగా ఉందంట.
అవును, చాలా ఇబ్బందిగా ఉందని చెప్తున్నారు న్యూస్లో.
సందీప్, యూ వర్క్ ఇన్ ద సేమ్ డొమైన్ కదా?
అవును, నాకు మా సుపీరియర్ నుంచి కాల్ వచ్చింది రేపు నుంచి వర్క్ అటెండ్ అవ్వమని.
ఓ గుడ్. నువ్వు వెళ్తున్నావా మరి?
ఎస్, ఇట్స్ టైమ్ టు డూ ఎ బిట్ ఫర్ ది సొసైటీ.
మరి కోవిడ్ కదా, హౌ అబౌట్ సేఫ్టీ ఇన్ దిస్ పాండమిక్?
అదేంటి, నువ్వు మన న్యూ వే ఆఫ్ లైఫ్ వీడియో చూడలేదా? మెయిల్స్, గైడ్ లైన్స్, ఎన్నో SOPs పంపి గైడ్ చేస్తోంది కదా మన కంపెనీ.
Yes, our company cares a lot about us. Yes, our management is doing great work to safeguard our employees.
ఓకే ఆల్, ఈ గైడ్ లైన్స్ అని పాటిస్తూ రేపు నుంచి నేను వర్క్కి వెళ్తాను.
I will also be joining to my work.
నేను సిద్ధం.
మీ టూ, నేను వస్తున్నాను. స్టే సేఫ్.
Me too. Let's bounce back.
కలబడి నిలబడు, పోరాడే యోధుడు చలబడు. కలబడి నిలబడు, పోరాడే సంకల్పం నీకుంటే ఓటమికైనా ఉడుకేరా బుడి బుడి అడుగులు తడబడి అడుగడుగున నీవే నిలబడి ఎదురీదాని లక్ష్యం వైపు ఎంతో పాటుపడి
గడుస్తున్న మన జీవన సరళిలో సాధారణంగా మన జీవితాన్ని మనల్ని ప్రభావితం చేసే అంశాలు కొన్ని పరిస్థితులు, ప్రాంతాలు, ప్రదేశాలు, జ్ఞాపకాలు, అనుభవాలు. ఇంతలా మనమందరినీ ప్రభావితం చేసి మన అందరి జీవితాలతో ముడిపడి ఉన్న ప్రదేశం మన సంస్థ అమరరాజ. ఈ మహమ్మారిని కూడా లెక్క చేయకుండా బాధ్యతలు నిర్వహించి తన ప్రాణాలను సైతం ఫలంగా పెట్టి మన సంస్థ అమరరాజ పురోభివృద్ధే లక్ష్యంగా భావించి మేము సిద్ధం అంటూ ముందుకు వచ్చి ప్రపంచాన్నే వణికించిన కరోనాని సైతం జయించి బాధ్యతలు నిర్వహించిన నేతలకు, విజేతలకు, వెన్నంటి నడిచిన కుటుంబ సభ్యులకు అమరరాజ ఫౌండేషన్ డే రోజున మా మనఃపూర్వక అభినందనలు, కృతజ్ఞతలు. మీరే మా నిజమైన రియల్ హీరోస్.
That was surely a beautiful short film that captured the emotions of all of us. And now, the big moment has arrived. On this 35th Foundation Day, we have the visionary who sowed the seeds of Amara, the man who believes in empowering people and advance social goals. May I request our beloved founder, Chairman, Dr. Ramachandra N. Galla sir, to address the employees.
Thank you. Good morning to all my dear colleagues in Amaraja family. It's a great indeed to meet here to celebrate in a very virtual manner rather than regular manner which every year we used to make. Yeah, it's a emotional, thrilling notice. We have journey has started 35 years ago with certain principles and philosophy. I think that we got a famous picture. This is where we landed. I think that many of your Amarajans, when they join on different occasions, you might have seen that picture. That is where our journey started in 1985. It's gone through so many stages. Today, you might have been seeing some of the pictures to different locations, different branches, different all over the country. Now, we do have some offices across the world, also in a couple of countries. That means it is helping us our journey to travel. So many different stages, different things you have to go through. Our main purpose when we started, we defined our mission, transformation. bring the transformation in India. When I came back from USA, my philosophy is to bring some transformation, to create opportunities for transforming their lives and creating the opportunities for them, for all the people, all the time. And also a continuous journey in this process. It is not restricted to the few people, few places. Our intention is to reach all the people. To a certain extent, we succeed, and I can say it is succeed in that one. It is not merely business. If we can't make a business, we can't sustain, we can't continue the mission. But it's a social enterprising. We measure it not at the end of the year, the bottom line profitability margins. We measure it what we transformed, what we brought it to the society. That is what our mission, that is what always, every year we have been doing that one there. Did that one, what our achievement is a measurement. Our achievement for the society is our measurement. In that area when we first came here, we brought the first transformation the way we do the business. We transformed the technologies, whichever the products we started, whichever the business we started. If you look at the battery industry and in general industry, some of the area to run through, is entirely different in 2020 compared to the 1985. Products, whatever we are handling, take for example, battery industry. What was the battery industry in 1985, 2020? I don't think we are behind any country anywhere in the world. India today is leading in that one. In that one, we feel very proud about it. Amara has credit initiating that process 35 years ago. We are the first people who took the best in the world, best class in the world, manufacturing facilities to the rural areas. We succeeded taking to because most of the people need the opportunities, access to the opportunities in rural area rather than urban area alone. And we succeeded taking the technologies, taking the manufacturing process, the rural areas, and today our manufacturing plants in villages and rural area. All our manufacturing plants are in rural area and some of them in remote villages. They are not behind any industry anywhere in the world. And that is one of the things we can say, our great success in transforming and creating the opportunities, bringing the transformation in the area wherever we are serving. We also involved in a social enterprising through our CSR activity, through Rajanna Trust, and we did bring some changes in the rural area life also. Access to the quality education in rural area, access to the quality healthcare in rural area, and creating some opportunities whatever way we can serve to the farmers in their life and lighting in their lives also. Yeah, therefore, whichever the area what we have taken is we done a good job. I think that is one of the things to celebrate after 35 years. This is not happened just merely one person. It happened with all the people together. Our people is very important. We build the people, we transform the people, we not only creating opportunities for them, preparing them to go forward, take it to the mission forward, and they are not behind anybody else. They are also equal to anybody else wherever you live. You live in villages, you live in urban area, or internationally you can go. The people can connect small villages in India to the greatest markets in the world. And that is another thing that happened only because of our people who started the first time in the job in their families, many of them. The same people who are the one brought to their journey, what they have gone through, that one is there. That is the case. They are the one added this strength. Therefore, we feel very proud about it. The people we have who participate in this mission. Therefore, this all the credit goes to our people also. We got a lot more journey to go to that one there and together. And also the products area, because as I said, I think a lot of new products we initiated. Not only the products, what the market needs it. We anticipated what is served better to the markets and the people, and what is the future anticipation. We started investing in investment also. And there is not only the resources we provided, the people taken into that one there and built up on that one there. Therefore, there are more credit I can give it to all the Amara employees. And this year is a very strange year, not only for Amara, for the whole world. The pandemic has come into this one. And not only they meet the challenges earlier, but this year is one of the peculiar, very special. And the whole world has been stopped, whole world is closed. In India, practically 2 months has been shut down completely. And we initiated that we not sleep on that time also. We have been thinking about, find out the innovative areas to go through that one, how to serve our customers, top priority. Even at that critical time, our people all over the country, wherever they have been there, whenever the customer needs it, they provide the best services. Therefore, none of the essential service affected where we are involved. I congratulate all the team which have done an excellent job during that time area. And also they started thinking, planning, what we do in this area to take our plants and provide the services, not only services, products to the markets and products to the people. And the moment we got the opportunity, they jumped into that one, immediately gone to that one there. Very short time, gradually, they reach the peak capacities in all the manufacturing plants. That is one of the greatest credit we can give it to the people and those who have been working in the Amara. That gives us one there, our people are ready to take the challenge anytime. We are ready to meet any of the challenges that come to us. And also the first time, take to work to the home. It is not earlier. We thought manufacturing industries cannot do it. That is only for the IT industries or some other service industries. But our team, our programs and whatever we have that one there, we have done without any gap, without whatever we have been doing earlier. This time also, some of them at home, some of them are plants, all put together as a team, we delivered the business exactly what is required, what has gone to that one there. Yeah, therefore, even in this pandemic year, we got that one, we took that challenge there. And therefore, I will see that one, I will feel very proud about the people. I congratulate all of you what you have done, and also the team, managers, engineers, and supervisors, scientists, all the things put together. Today I feel very proud about it. I am very confident. We have the talent on the management level to the supervisory level, engineering level, operator level, whatever where you go to that one there. This team, these people at present and future, with their guidelines and their going to that one there, will be able to take the mission of Amara, the gate forward to go forward. Not only miles we walked through that one is one of the measurements and got to go to that. We got a lot more miles we have to walk it. We'll be able to take it, keep Amara on the top all the time. That is my confidence today based on the achievements what have gone and the people what they have done it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We are honored to have your presence here and listen to your valuable words. Now, we have reached to the last part of the event today. I would like to call upon Neerajaksha, co-chairperson, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Very good morning to all. Respected Founder Chairman Dr. Ramchandran Galla, Vice Chairman Jaydev Galla, leaders from ARCC and GROCOM, and all my colleagues across Amara family, across all locations. I am pleased to propose vote of thanks on this occasion on behalf of our working committee. Thanks to our Founder Chairman Sir for establishing such an admirable institutions and for constant support, guidance and inspirations. Also encouraging us by being part of this Foundation Day celebration and giving your valuable address. Thank you dear Jai, our Vice Chairman, who continue to inspire us and lead us continuously in our daily lives. Thank you Jai for our inspirational speech and motivation that you gave us today. Thank you Advisory Committee, Communication Task Force, GROCOM, Foundation Day Chair and Co-Chairs, all working committee members and many other colleagues across Amara who supported us to make this event successful. On behalf of the committee, I would like to specifically express our heartfelt thanks to many leaders and colleagues who have taken a lot of time out, reached out to us and constantly guided and supported us to make this event successful. Our heartily congratulations to all the award winners who did their best and have won accolades. Thanks to all our colleagues across various teams who invested their time and effort in being part of various events of today's Foundation Day program. Our special thanks to Mr. Ronak and Team Show Space for being patient with us, coordinating and executing this virtual event so well. Special thanks to our Gayatri for leading and anchoring this virtual event so well from start to end. We have found a new talent in you today. Our appreciation to the Amar Raja Vidyalayam student who started this program with the auspicious devotional song and dance. Our heartful thanks to Amarasians across all locations. Thank you for joining and being part of this virtual 35th Foundation Day celebrations. Jai Amar Raja, Jai Hind.
Thank you, Neerajaksha. I take this moment to thank everyone who has joined us today and made this virtual event a memorable one. We will continue to stay ahead in our journey, reach more milestones, creating value for all our stakeholders. I thank all my colleagues and seniors for your valuable time and attention. Thank you. Take care. Namaskar. I would request the audience to raise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे